Good evening. This evening I am standing here with three very important people for the IADC at this time in the life of the construction of the Argyle International Airport. They're here on a very important mission and they're going to be telling us all about it this evening. I have standing next to me the gentleman who is pretty much leading the team here this evening, and his name is Mr. Rashid Mohammed. He is here with us from CETA, and they will tell us who CETA is, and the other two gentlemen who are also part of the team, they will tell us who they are.
Hi, my name is Osama Kais. I'm a senior project manager in CETA. I will be working with you guys to make sure that our systems are installed appropriately in the new airport.
Okay, and you?
Hi, I'm John Malinsky. I'm with CETA, working out of the New York office. I'm a project portfolio manager. I'm working with Osama to make sure that we get the common use systems installed and working in the new terminal here.
Thank you very much. So that's who they are. Right now you heard all of them mention CETA, and we want to find out what CETA is. So we will go to Mr. Mohammed to explain that for us. CETA. What is CETA? Who or what? And what are you doing here this time?
Let me begin by saying CETA is an organization owned by the air transportation industry. All the airlines in the world are our owners. Our head office is in Geneva, in Switzerland, and the organization started in 1949 by airlines in Europe with the idea of establishing a communications infrastructure around the globe that would be shared by all airlines. And that's the concept that started many, many years ago. It's evolved throughout the decades into a company that provides systems and services to run an airline or an airport. And with the common use or the systems we're putting in at this new airport, it's one of the leading technologies in the world where we have common use, or COPS as is referred to. CETA was designers and forerunners in establishing common use facilities in 1984 for the Los Angeles Olympics. And we're dominant throughout the world, one of the leaders provider of common use facilities. In the Caribbean, we have 12 other airports that already have this new technology, the systems, and we're delighted to have the opportunity of establishing and implementing the system at this new facility. I think it provides what it provides is a common use facility where all airlines can log in or use any position, any check-in position or any gate throughout the airport. What this does is encourages new entrants into the market here, for St. Vincent as a destination, where the new airlines, new entrants into this destination do not have to worry about implementing their own systems, establishing their own hardware and software and all that. It's already done where the infrastructure is provided by the airport authority, and they just come in and use. So it's an encouraging factor in inviting any airline to come into to St. Vincent. The other system we're putting in is a flight information system that provides information to the public in terms of all the flight schedules and all that. It's one of the top-of-the-line technology in the world today.
Osama?
Yes?
That's the name, right?
Yes.
CETA. Mr. Mohammed here mentioned a lot of common use facilities. Can you tell us a little bit about what those, he mentioned the checking in areas and so on, that the different airlines could use any system. Exactly what other facilities are included among the common use facilities, so that we have a better picture as to exactly what you're installing here at the IADC?
What we're installing here is the common use system like Rashid was mentioning, and the common use system is basically we install check-in positions, and these check-in positions are the computers and the printers that print the boarding pass and the back tag, and it will allow the airline to come in. One airline will come in, use the certain position, and when they're done they can leave, and another airline can use the same exact position and the same hardware equipment, but using their own proprietary software running on our platform and not on the same hardware, and print boarding pass and back tags that is proprietary for them. So the idea is we can utilize all the positions that you have here, and even though it's not going to be dedicated for a specific airline, so you can use it by multiple airlines as you go. So it will take advantage of the real estate that you have here, and it will allow multiple airlines, like Rashid was mentioning. It will encourage them to come in because they don't have to bring their own equipment. Their software is already installed. They're just going to run it, and they will be able to check in the passengers on the reservation system that they have. And the same goes for the gates. So we installed the gate position, which is another computer, and the the boarding gate readers, which will basically read the boarding pass, and it will basically say, okay, this passenger is allowed to board on that plane in a secure fashion, and they will just board the plane.
Okay, so any airline that's coming here could basically hit the ground running.
Pretty much. Yes.
Okay, you have a contract already with the IADC to install these systems.
Yes.
How are you preparing for that right now? Is preparatory work ongoing now, and when do you anticipate that you may come back here to start?
Our visit today was basically a meet and greet with a customer. We are the delivery team, myself and John. We work in the delivery team, and our responsibility is the contract that we signed with the customer, IADC, is to provide a certain number of positions and the systems that we mentioned, which is the common use workstations, common use self-service, which is kiosk, as well as the FIT system. And today we're basically doing a meet and greet with a customer, and we're trying to see, okay, where we are, when we can start, and we can basically start whenever you guys are ready. And from our discussion with Dr. Mateus is we're thinking like starting at March, and we can start deploying the equipment, we can start deploying our circuits, our network, and hook it up to the systems, and we should be ready around maybe June, end of June this year. Next year, 2015.
Okay.
Yes.
So it will only take a few months to have it all
Yes.
installed.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I think that will coincide well with the time that we are looking to have this airport operational. It will take all things going well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your role, Captain Name? Your role in all of this?
I'm John Malinsky. My role is I'm a portfolio manager for CETA. We do the Americas from Canada down to all of South America. My responsibility is mostly North America, U.S., Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean. So I'm involved now to make sure that this project is done properly and efficiently. It fits into our delivery standards. Osama is going to be the project manager. Being this our first engagement with the customer for the delivery of this, I wanted to be a part of this, see what challenges we had, see the progress on the current construction, see where we were going, and make sure that we do this project effectively and successfully.
Yeah. It also shows the seriousness with which you are taking this project, that you're sending someone from management level to come and see exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, there's no question on a new construction project like this that there's a tremendous number of challenges for IADC, and CETA doesn't want to have any kind of problem in our engagement, so we are definitely committed to being successful in getting our piece of this project done to make sure that this goes off very well for you guys.
We're very happy to have you here at the IADC, and I trust that the relationship will be very fruitful and very successful, and that you can deliver at the time when you say you will. You have something else to say?
Yeah, I mean, these guys had some difficulty in getting, they were concerned about transportation getting to and from St. Vincent. So they may want to talk a bit about that experience.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I heard that you guys had a really lovely time trying to get here. I mean, we try to make the point to our Vincentians. Not that a lot of them don't know because they travel, but there are a lot of others who think, well, we don't need the international airport because we have other international airports in the region, and we could just, catch another plane from somewhere, and we're spending too much money on the Argyle International Airport. But considering the experience you had, now tell us a little bit about the experience you had. Let me start with you, John.
Yeah, I manage approximately between 20 and 30 active projects in our region right now, and this one again is a critically important project. But when we started to look at travel arrangements to come here for this initial kickoff meeting, I was very surprised that it took a great number of hours and a bunch of different hops in order to get here. There are no direct flights. The schedules that are available, very, very difficult to get here. So I think it's well needed that you needed a facility with some direct flights to the U.S. and Canada, and we're really hoping that this is going to launch you in the right direction to connect to the rest of the world.
Okay. Well, Sam, what are some of the stops that you had to make?
Well, let's put it this way.
Treated at the other end.
Well, let's put it this way. Me and John, we come from New York. We're based in the New York office. We're on 2 hours sleep right now. So I might be a little cranky, but but the thing is that we had to fly a late flight from New York to come in Port of Spain, and then there was no flight coming the same day to St. Vincent, so we had to wait overnight. And it was a 6 o'clock flight, which was delayed a couple of hours. So we were like a no sleep because we had to be at the airport at 4. So it was a tough flight, and I hope I can find different flights because I have to be coming back here a lot for the project. and hopefully we'll get lucky sometimes with a much better schedule. But definitely we need to get this done as soon as possible so we can get direct flights here.
Well, our sentiments exactly. That is why we're trying as hard as possible to work as quickly as possible to have this airport finished so that we could alleviate some of those problems that you folks and a lot of others like you have faced in the past. Thank you so much for coming, and I trust that you enjoy the rest of your stay here in St. Vincent. Thank you.